is going to be. He gets away from one tackle. Lefty's still running. Cuts back up. Lefty's still on his feet. Lefty's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay there. Touchdown, Dragons! We've got good audio. Hopefully, we've got everything worked out, folks. I'm going to give it a big hope so. So we missed all our pregame show, but we apologize to the folks at Progressive Savings Bank. We didn't get that in. But it's 1-1 York against 1-1 Grundy County. Everybody playing last night except for York, as Smith County knocked off Upperman 21-0. Oneida beat Wartburg 44-0. Sequatchie over Cannon 48-6. Livingston beat Cumberland County 40-7, and Coalfield knocked off Harriman 48-7. So hopefully, if everything, I'm looking to Kevin to see if I'm getting an okay signal. If everything's So we are filming this now on cable. Hopefully we'll be able to get our audio up. I'm not sure what the problem might be. Let me see if we can find a different audio cable and try that and see if that might help. But I'm not sure exactly what it is. But we're set for York to kick off the football. And hopefully we can get something going here. We're not getting anything. Okay.
So can you reconnect or something?
Okay, let's see what we can do. And I'm going to try something here. Well, folks, I apologize. I did not catch the first play. I apologize for that. We're experiencing some technical difficulty. Okay, it was a touchback, so it's going to be Grundy County getting on the 20-yard line as Ethan put it into the end zone. By Grundy County, going to be a low line drive. And now the kick is going to be by Grundy County. Going to be a low line drive. It's going to hit right at the 4 for the Dragons on the 50-yard line, just under way in quarter number 1. So 1st and 10 for the Dragons on the 50-yard line, just under way in quarter number 1. And this is the only technical difficulties, but York's going to get their first possession as Grundy County went 3 and out. And here we go. York's going to have it at their first possession as Grundy County went 3 and out. Here we go. York's going to have it at their own, or out at their own 49 3/4. They're almost to the 50-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Dragons. As they come up, it'll be Lefeview under center. Got Cooper in the backfield. First handoff is going to be a keeper by Lefeview. Lefeview going to get in 6 for the Dragons. These two teams both running teams. They like to run the football. 6 for the Dragons. These two teams both running teams. They like to run the football, so we'll see how this goes as the game goes on. 2nd and about 7 now. They start marking back to the 47-yard line, so 2nd and 7 for York. And now it'll be under center Lefeview. Lefeview loses the handle on it, but it has to go down, has to cover it up. So York fumbles it, and that's back to almost the 50. That's going to be the problem today, is hanging on the football. Although the rain has stopped here at Grundy County High School, it is still wet out there, and that makes that football slick. So we are having a little bit of difficulty hanging on the football early. As we have got a 3rd down and 9 now for the Dragons, as they had great field position to start this one, and now they're going to have it 3rd and 9. And now got a man in motion. They're going to hand off to Rexroad. He's going to come over the left side. He's going to try to get outside. Does. He's got some running room, and we got a flag on this left side. So I think they're going to back that one up. The officials saying a hold over here on your right on this left side. So I think they're going to back that one up. The officials saying back it up because the foul is going to go against York. Rexroad got outside, but the outside guy actually held for York, and that's going to make it a 3rd down and a whole lot. Probably about 17 or 18 for the 1st down now. And that's usually in a hold. That's what it is. Holding on, York going to back corner, and that's usually in a hold. That's what it is. Holding on, York going to back them up. York backed up now. We'll have it at the 43-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 18 for the Dragons. So York needing a big play here as that went straight backwards. They got about 4 yards in the first carry, then fumble the football, lost that, and now they go back 10 yards. A 4-yard first carry, then fumble the football, lost that, and now they go back 10 yards on the penalty. Got a man open. And there goes number 17 for the Dragons. He's got some Lefeview getting rushed. He's going to try to knock down. Does. He's got a man. And there goes number 17 for the Dragons. He's got some runners still on his feet. Knocked down the screen perfectly. Let the rush come through. They dumped it off to Johnson. 8 the screen perfectly. Let the rush come through. They dumped it off to Johnson, and Johnson had a lot of room up the middle. And he rumbles for a 1st down and a big gain for the Dragons on this 3rd down and 18. They got about 30. So 1st and 10 now for the Dragons at their own 20, or at the Yellow Jackets 23-yard line. This, of course, the first region game of the season. As that was a great play by York. They set that one up perfectly as Lefeview waited for the defense to rush in, and then he dropped it off to Johnson. Johnson had a yardage ahead of him. This time they're going to take it to Probst on the right side. Probst going to come back inside. Probst going to lower his shoulder. He's going to push through 1. 4-5, about 4.5-yard line. 1st and goal now for the Dragons. As they just pound that one straight ahead. Yard line, 1st and goal now for the Dragons. As they just pound that one straight ahead, and that's what Ethan Probst is. Ethan Probst is a workhorse, folks. He'll run over you. And that time he got outside, then bounced inside and looked for somebody to hit. So now it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Dragons. 1st and goal right at the 4-yard line. York. 1st and goal. They got a man in motion. They're going to get to Probst. He's going to go inside, and that's going to be a touchdown, Dragons. Go with the score early. York on the scoreboard. They punching in from the 4, and Ethan Probst with a couple of big runs and a big play by A.J. Johnson, and the Dragons are on the scoreboard. We've got 8:23 left to go here in quarter number 1, and York draws first blood with a 4-yard touchdown run. And now back to kick will be Johan West. West going to try to make this a 7-0 ball game. York had a little bit of trouble with the snaps last week. We'll see how this weather affects them this week. As the snap is down, the kick is up. The kick is good. 8:23 left to go in the first. Now leads it 7-0.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
I still dream about.
Well, the Dragons take an early 7-0 lead. We've got 8:23 left to go on this first quarter, and York is on the scoreboard, 7-0. Now up will come the Dragons to kick it off. It'll be for the Dragons, Probst to kick it away. Probst drove the first kickoff of the game into the end zone for a touchback. We'll see what he does here. As he comes up on it and puts the boot on. This is going to be a little short squib kick. That's going to hit in between. Could be some problems for Grundy County. Evan Nunley hit right after he caught the ball. As far as he's going. The return, Evan Nunley hit right after he caught the ball and dropped. And it'll be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets right at their own, let's see, it looks like about the 22-yard line. So a good kick by Probst. He's put them at the 20 and now at the 22. And want to apologize again, folks. We didn't get able to get the pregame show on. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, but hopefully everything good to go from this point on. As now it's going to be coming up. Quarterback Hagen Cash will come up. Cash going to hand it off up the middle. That ain't going nowhere. As York it met the running back right the line. Number 11 to knock him down. And the Dragons, good job. And coming in on that was Letthew, number 11, to knock him down. So that will be a gain of about 1 on the carry. So make it 2nd and 9 for the Yellow. As coming out is Evan Nunley. As Nunley will back out, and coming in number 25 is Dagan Dodson. Dodson will come in. Now it's going to be 2nd and long for the Yellow Jackets. Here is where the Dragons. This time they're going to hand out right the middle again for maybe a yard before York stacks it up and drives it back. Josiah Headings put him to the mat. And they're going to give him a couple of yards, so it's going to say, well, they gave him a generous spot there. They gave him about 4 yards. That's a nice spot. Well, they gave him a generous spot there. They gave him about 4 yards. That's a nice spot. 3rd and 5 now for the Yellow Jackets, so that's a lot better yardage than I thought they were going to get out of it. So now up will come the Yellow Jackets Cash under center. In that wing T formation, they'll fake it. They'll throw it out this time, and there's number 84. He's going to come down with a catch. And that was a good catch by number 84. That is Trey Hampton. Now, Hampton is a new player. They just got back today. That's been out. So Hampton with his reception. So he has been out. So Hampton with his reception. So that is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Cash will come up. 29 Sylvester. This time the quarterback going to keep it. He's going to be dropped. There is the man. And Sylvester. This time the quarterback going to keep it. He's going to be dropped. Josiah heading. So Josiah coming through and dropping him. The jackhammer going to knock him back. Josiah heading. So Josiah and dropping him. The jackhammer going to knock him back for a loss of about 3. And Josiah, the jackhammer, we call him that because he just destroys anything he hits. And he dropped the quarterback back there, so good job by Josiah on that one. This youngster, first year ever playing organized football. So, this kid, what can you say, phenom? Maybe this is about the only word you can use for him. And now it's going to be under center goes Cash, and he's got the 2-man backfield this time. Second and a dozen. He hands it off. This one over to the right side. He's going to be dropped. And coming up from the bottom is, guess who? The jackhammer again. Josiah Hitting knocked him down. Coming all the way over for the Yellow Jackets. They may have to go to, what was that town we come through? Grudel. Yellow Jackets. To, what was that town we come through? Grudel something other. There's some strange names down there. Grudel Lager. That's where they're going to have to go to get first down on this one. There's some strange names down this area. As we got third down now and 11. York trying to stop the Yellow Jackets here as it's going to be quarterback going to drop back. Cash going to drop. He's going to be chased out there by Josiah Hitting. Bounds after picking up about 13. So good run by Cash as Josiah Hiddings was back there, got him out of the pocket. 13. So good run by Cash. Josiah Hiddings was back there, got him out of the pocket, and then he just improvised and took him for about 12, 13 yards. And it's first down Yellow Jackets at the 47. Good run by Hagan Cash. He's the quarterback and the safety for this Yellow Jacket team. York Missing comes up with a first down, big first down for the Yellow Jackets. Makes York Missing comes up with a first down, big first down for the Yellow Jackets. As now they'll come up with a first down, they'll hand it to the back, and they lose the football. York's on it. York's there right on top of it was number 30 for the Dragons, but top of it was number 30 for the Dragons, but he couldn't hang on to it. That was Dawson Threed. He was on top of it, couldn't hang on to it. That would have been a big play there. Was listening to WLIV's broadcast of Livingston and Cumberland County last night. They said Cumberland County fumbled the ball 11 times last night during that game. And they got a few of them back, but they lost a lot of them. So that's, wet weather can really cause some problems. Now it's second and 11. He's not going anywhere. He maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. He's not going anywhere. He maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, as that was Evan Nunley getting knocked down after he caught the ball. Good D by the Dragons. And number 17, Johnson, and number 24, Cole Cooper coming up and dropping him on that one. Going to be third and long again for the Yellow Jackets. Didn't get back to the original line of scrimmage. So he's still third and 11. Once again, we apologize for not being able to get our pregame on. And we will hopefully the rest of the game go much, much better. As we'll see coming up now is Cash. Cash going to step up. Cash drops back. He's looking at a big rush. He gets hammered. He gets it out there. Great catch over there on the left side as fallen. The guy right in his grill, but Cash able for Ethan Nunley, and York guy right in his grill, but Cash able to strike and get the first down. And now the Yellow Jackets on the move, and they got it first and 10 at York's. Looks like 34-yard line. So first and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets as they're moving the football. First series, York able to stop him, but this time Cash throwing that one. And that was just a good play there by number 4, Ethan Nunley, to make a falling down catch on it. So now it's going to be first and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And now Cash going to roll out. He's looking this side, throws it down, got a man out there. Number 13 with a reception down to the 21-yard line. Going to be another first down, and that is Bryson Braden on the reception. Braden went up and got that one, and Cash hit him. And now it's going to be get a first down. They got 9 yards, so it's going to be second and short. I thought they got a little bit farther than that, but they're going to mark them at just short of the first down, about a yard. Second and 1 now for the Yellow Jackets. And I think they're going to come out and measure it. It's really, really close. I thought they got enough for the first down, but judging from the far side of the field, I'm going to say he might be about 5 or 6 inches short. Judging, that's what I'm going to call. Now, Mike Wakefield's the best at that, folks. He can tell you just exactly. I don't know if he's got great eyes or just knows football. As we'll see here as they'll stretch the chains here in just a minute. And I was right to begin with. They got the first down just enough for the first down. I thought it was going to be a little short from looking from across the field, but I'm kind of an angle at it. So it's going to be first and 10 Yellow Jackets. They're down to the 23-yard line of York, so they're moving the football. We got 2:56 left to go in the first quarter. York on top 7-0. York took their first drive and just drove down and punched it in. And the Yellow Jackets, actually, this is their second drive, and their first drive stalled. And they were shut down in that first drive, and now they're moving on this second one. Cash going to bring his unit up. Got in the backfield, Chase Nance now. Chase Nance comes in. Yellow Jackets using a lot of players back there in that backfield. As Cash will keep it himself, gets through the first line, then is dropped as the Dragons almost got him in the backfield. As big number 77, Thomas Cooper, come through, just let him slip through his hands, and he got about 2 yards up to the 20. So now the Yellow Jackets in the red zone. Got it 2nd and 8. Yellow Jackets trying to match York's first score. This should be a good one, folks. These are two region teams. The winner of this one's got a leg up in that district race. You only have to win 2 games in the district to make the playoffs. So whoever wins this one's got a leg up. As now it's going to be rolling back. Cash going to take it and tuck it. Cash is going to get hit, and he's going to get dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Dragons to come back and run him down. And I believe that was Dawson Threed, I believe, on that one. And we got a flag on the play, so we'll see what the flag is. Personal foul against the Yellow Jackets, so the Yellow Jackets going to be back that thing up, and that's going to make it 2nd and a real long. And if it was a late flag or after the play stopped, it's going to be 3rd down long. And it'll be 3rd down and a whole lot for the Yellow Jackets. They got to go all the way back to Dunlap to get the first down on this one. 2nd and 20. So they go back to the 2nd down, so it'll be 2nd and 20. All the way back to the 34-yard line. And now dropping back is Cash. Cash going to air this one. Be enough for another Yellow Jacket first down, and he was wide open there for a moment, and then York laid the stick to him. Another Yellow Jacket first down, and he was wide open there, and then York laid the stick to him, but not before he got the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are back in business. Got it 1st and goal from the 10. And he was wide open. You thought York owed him money. He was so wide open, nobody around him. And now it's going to be 1st and goal, Yellow Jackets from the 10. So York now got to tighten it up. Snap, Cash going to roll out, looking. He's going to try to rush out. And York's Dawson Threet's going to chase him. Now Heading's after him, and they're going to run him out of bounds, but not before he picks up about maybe a yard on the play. So Josiah able to run him out of bounds. And Josiah's a big kid, folks. And that is deceiving because he has got some great speed, as we saw in that interception last week. He took back for 64 yards. He's got good speed. And the quarterback, using discretion as the better part of valor, stepped out of bounds on that one. So that's going to bring up a timeout for York. York is going to take a timeout. So timeout on the field with 1:33 left to go in the first. It's 7-0 York.
It's time to get out and support our local teams. Hall Family Pharmacy has all the gear you need to cheer on your favorite team. Our Jamestown store has the purple and yellow for York, and our Clark Range store is stocked up with the blue and gold for Clark Range. Oh yeah, there's plenty of orange from Volunteer Traditions and Give Her 6 at both locations to cheer on the Vols. We are proud of our sports families at each school. It's fun and healthy to take pride in our state and our community, and we have all the equipment you need to look good and have a good time. Hall Family Pharmacy. Our family, your health.
Well, the Dragons lead at 7-0. Got a $1:33 left to go here in the first quarter, but the Yellow Jackets are moving the football. They're going to have it 2nd and goal from the 9 as we get back underway. York would love a stop here as the Yellow Jackets have moved down pretty effectively, throwing the ball mostly, as they must have watched that Coalfield game videotape very closely because they're going downfield and moving the ball through the air and not really getting anything on the ground. As that's going to bring up Cash with a 2nd and goal from the 8, they say. He's going to step back, going to throw it in the middle, and that one's knocked down. Good D by the Dragons. Good play there by the Dragons. Lathan Drake got an arm out and knocked it down. Lathan saw that one coming, able to knock it down. That's going to make it 3rd and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Good D by Lathan Drake to block that one out, knock that one down, and keep the Dragons ahead in this ball game, because had he called that one, he would have been in the end zone. Drake coming up with a big play. Now the Yellow Jackets got it 3rd and goal from the 8. Next week, York off next week. Next week, we'll be in Albany, Kentucky for the Bobcats taking on Albany, Kentucky at Pickett County. And now the quarterback going to get sacked. He and the running back got tangled up, and they had to pay for it then, as coming in was the Dragons' number 24, Cole Cooper, come in and laid it to him, and he's going to lose some yardage all the way back to the 10-yard line. So now it's going to be 4th and goal from the 10. Yellow Jackets got to decide what they're going to do, and I think they're going to go for it. I don't see them lined up to kick it from here, but we'll see what they call, as they're going to come up and they're going to go for it. So it's a big play for York here. Cash under center. He's got 2 split out wide to the right, 2 to the left. York needs a good rush on this one. And they got a good one, and throwing it down, they got a guy looking out for it, and they're doing it too hard. They overthrow it, and York's going to take over 1st and 10, and the big number 84 that time had his hand on the York player, pushing him back, but no flag. But it doesn't matter, because on 4th down and incomplete, York got the football. So good stand by the Dragons as they got it stopped inside the 10. And now the Dragons will take it 1st and 10 at the 10. Their own 10-yard line. Now the Dragons' ball security, really important when you're in this area. So York got to hang on to the football here, and we'll see what they can do. As they'll come up, Lefeview going to be under center. Got Probst to the right, Rex Road to the left, or Rex Road to the right, Probst to the left, I should say. And the snap, they're going to take it right up the middle, and that is Lefeview, I believe, on the keeper on that one, going to pick up a couple. Lefeview pushed straight ahead on that one, bumped it up for about 3 yards. Or maybe I guess that was Rex Road on the carry. Probst on the carry. I missed it by everybody. I'll just call everybody's name on the field. It's going to be 2nd and 5. The Dragons got a nickel out of that one. And up will come Lefeview. Lefeview got a man in motion. He's going to hand it to the back man. That's number 16. He's going to break through, and he's got some running room. He's still on his feet. He's up past the 50 to the 40, makes a juke move. Great move, and he's going to head on down. Thomas Miller on the run all the way to the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons. A 85-yard run on that one by Thomas Miller, as Miller took that one and took it to the house, and the Dragons go up now 13-0. As that one, a big run by Thomas Miller to punch it into the end zone. York up 13-0 now, and Johan West will try to make it 14-0. So York with a big strike by Thomas Miller, and that has really cut this Grundy County crowd down, as they were up after that drive they had, but they are stalled now as the extra point is good. So with the end of the first quarter, it's 14-0 York.
Dr. William Allen at Jamestown Family Chiropractic knows that going back to school can be an exciting time, but it can also be a stressful time for teachers, parents, and athletes. So for that neck and back tension or just a routine adjustment, Jamestown Family Chiropractic can help you get the relief you need and help you start the school year off right. That's Jamestown Family Chiropractic, here for your spinal health and well-being. Call them at 879-8931.
You have enough things in your busy workday to worry about, like who's putting your stapler in Jell-O and eating your lunch 24/7. You don't have to. From broadband speeds up to 1 gig to phone systems, HDTV, special circuits, security, and more, Twin Lakes has you covered. We do our job so you can do yours. For a customized solution, contact or visit any of our 7 local business offices today. T in certain receipt-0026.
And here we go, quarter number 2 getting underway. York ending quarter number 1. So York out early, and they'll kick off now. It'll be Probst to kick it away. So York out early, and they'll kick off now. It'll be Probst to kick it away. Really got some hope after they had that big play a minute ago. And now it's going to be caught. Really got some hope. They had that big play a minute ago. And now it's going to be caught in the back field, that back deep, and he touched his knee to the ground right at the hard line. So a miscue by the Yellow Jacket man, number 4, as see my roster here. Number 4 is Ethan Nunley. York in that first half, offensive plays, they were 8 for 148, while the Yellow Jackets 20 for 85. But that big play by Thomas Miller broke it open for the Dragons, as they now lead it by 14-0 over the Yellow Jackets. This, as we said, first game of the season as far as the district action, region action they call it now. And you can tell I'm old school. As up will come the Yellow Jackets. They take it inside, and that one he's hit and then gets away from Josiah Headings and goes ahead for a couple of yards. Josiah almost had him in the backfield. Josiah has been able to get a lot of sacks this year, also quite a few tackles for loss, so he almost got another one there. But it's going to be 2nd down and 7 now for the Yellow Jackets. They got a long way to go, as the number 4, Nunley, that time caught the kickoff, or dropped the kickoff, reached down and picked it up and touched his knee against the ground. So that gives them deep, as they're deep in their own territory with a 2nd and 7. Up will come the Dragons, and the Yellow Jackets hand it off to the first guy through, and that hit and stopped right there. That went nowhere. As coming up for the Dragons was number 29, or make it, I didn't catch who that one was. I'm not sure who that was on the tackle, but a good job of the Dragons to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. As York able to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's going to be a timeout call by the Yellow Jackets. Timeout on the field. 10:43 left to go here in the first half, and it's 14-0 York.
With the hot days of summer well on the way, sky-high utility bills are sure to follow. Call Condition Heating and Cooling today for your precision tune-up and professional cleaning to help you save energy and dollars. Ready to replace? No problem! We've got you covered with no credit required financing options and hassle-free monthly payments on top-of-the-line Carrier heating and cooling equipment. Carrier, turn to the experts. Beat the heat today. Call Condition Heating and Cooling at 879-5909.
Condition Heating and Cooling.
Well, 10:43 left to go here in the first half, and York on top 14-0. And the Yellow Jackets with a big 3rd down here. They don't want to be trapped this deep in their own territory, as they have got to get it all the way out to about the, let's see, my eyesight's that good anymore, not about the 24. So they make that the 18-yard line. They got to get to the 30, 25-yard line. I'm glad Brian's over here. He can see better than I can. The lines are just about gone. Now dropping back is Cash. Cash looking for somebody. Still looking. Gets away from one, and now he ain't looking. He's hitting the deck as he is knocked down. He got away from one, but he couldn't get away from, let's see, that is, I can't see the number from here. I believe that is Probst, if I'm not mistaken. Probst, I believe, come up on the hit and drops him for a loss. That's going to make it 4th and long for the Yellow Jackets, 4th and 11 to be exact. So they're going to punt it away. And number 84 going back to do the punting, that is Trey Hampton. Hampton will punt it away. York is standing about the 40, 45, and the snap. And he just barely gets it off, and taking it right at the 42 is Lathan Drake. He'll bounce inside now and come up and get to the 34-yard line. So York with some bounce inside now and come up and get to the 34-yard line. So York with some outstanding field. Decent kick, not a great kick by Hampton, but decent kick. That was a decent kick, not a great kick by Hampton, but decent kick. And York gets a good return, and now York's going to have it at their own 30-yard, or at Yellow Jackets' 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Dragons at the 30. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Nothing. And now they're going to give it out to Rexroad. Rexroad going outside, going to pick up a few yards before he's knocked down. And that'll be second and about 6 for the Dragons as they get up to the 26-yard line. They got to get down to the 20. If York can punch it in here, well, that's really going to knock the wind out of all the Yellow Jackets' sail. As that'll put them up by 3 scores, and York just looking tough here. Up will come Lefevue. Lefevue under center, got a man in motion. He'll hand it off Rex Road this time over the left side. He'll spin and be spun down after picking up about 3. So it's going to be 3rd down and short for the Dragons. In this area, it's going to be a 4 down. We're under the 9-minute mark here in the first half. Field goals, folks. We're under the 9-minute mark here in the first half. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday. We apologize for the problems we had to get started tonight, but hopefully everything's sounding okay now and everything going good. As we've got it for York, a 3rd down and 4. As York comes up, it'll be Lefevue under center. Lefevue takes a snap, hands it over the right side. This time diving ahead is Miller, I believe. Yeah, that's Miller on the carry. Miller's going to get a couple of yards. That's going to make it 4th down and 2 for the Dragons. And you can pretty much bank on it here at the 22-yard line. They're going to go for it. York will look for the 1st down here. And this is where you like to give it to Ethan Probst, because Probst will put his head down and run over a couple people for you, that much yardage. 8 minutes left to go exactly now in the first half, and York on top 4-0. Lefevue going to fake it. Lefevue's going to keep it himself, head out to the left side. He's tripped up, but gets away and still on his feet all the way down, and he's going to get the 1st down and pick up about. So a great run by Lefevue. Lefevue naked bootleg on that one, runs it out and gets to about the 11-yard line, it looks like, from our angle. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. They can get a 1st down without scoring, and that's always good. Actually, it's been about 13, judging from where they're marking the 1st down. From the pylon, that is. So York with a 1st and 10. Ball is on the 12, they say. So now got a man in motion. Probst's going to fake the handoff. They go up the middle, and that one went nowhere. York stopped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard out of it. As on the carry, I believe, was Cooper on that one. The handoff right in the middle went to Cooper, and Cooper just stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got about a yard out of it, a little more than a yard. And we got another timeout. Timeout on the field with timeout on the field.
To work hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way.
When it comes to a state
Good luck to
representative,
all the area
actions
teams.
speak
Play
louder
tough
than words,
and
is
play
Representative
fair.
John
And
Mark
remember, when it
Wendell's
comes to
motto.
helping you with your
John
banking
Mark has
needs,
been a
we're
majority
First
floor
Volunteer
leader,
Bank,
a
the
member of the
bank
House
with
Transportation,
personality.
Agriculture,
Member
and Natural
FDIC,
Resources
Equal Housing
Committees.
Lender.
Locally, he's been a leader in keeping state funding for York Institute, and if one of his constituents has a concern, then it's John Marks too. So when it comes to state representatives, I guess actions do speak louder than words.
York with a 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line. York just been dominating this game. Yellow Jackets moved the football on their second possession, got down to the 10 and then stalled as York shut it down. And then York taking it in a big run by Thomas Miller, an 85-yarder, and York goes up 14-0. Now they've got it back again and pushing it toward the goal line. They're in the red zone. And York with a 2nd and 9. They'll come up, Lefevue under center. Got Rex Rowe to the right, Probst to the left, Cole Cooper in the back. They're going to head to Probst. Probst over the right side. Probst's going to dive ahead, and he gets 3rd down and about 6 for the Dragons to get that 1st down. 3rd down and about 6 for the Dragons to get that 1st down. And once again, York in that 2-down area here. You don't see York, like I said, kick the ball much at this point. As they'll come in, number 42 coming in for the Dragons. And 42 is Daedric Phillips coming in. Daedric's going to come in at the tight end position. Rexroad chopped down the backfield. Good job that time by motion. They'll give it over to Rexroad. Rexroad chopped down the backfield. Good job that time by number 2, Evan Nunley. Evan Nunley shot the gap and knocked Rexroad down for a loss. Make that the 14-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 11 to go. So York now will go for it on 4th and 11. Deep in York territory. They don't make it. We'll go for it on 4th and 11. Deep in Yellow Jacket territory. If they don't make it, the Yellow Jackets got a long way to go. But this could be a big momentum builder for the Yellow. One out to the inside, and that one's up in the air, knocked away. Good D by the Yellow Jackets as Probst was there, but knocked away by the Yellow Jacket defender, and that makes it a 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. By the Yellow Jacket defender, and that makes it 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. And they'll take the ball on the 11-yard line, their own 11-yard line, pretty much where they started last time. And they stymied right at 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, trailing 14-0. We got 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Trailing 14-0. We got 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Headed toward halftime. At the half, we'll have our old Ben Franklin halftime stats. So, old Ben Franklin Ford out of Wartburg. Fords are cheaper in the country. The Yellow Jackets, I believe, not sure. They got 12 guys out there. Yeah, they got too many men on the field. I'll back them up 5 yards. And that would be a good way to beat the defense, to have one more player. So that'll back them up a nickel, and that's going to make it 2nd down, or 1st down and 15 now for the Yellow Jackets. That's going to drop them all the way back to the 6-yard line. Cash under center. And the snap. Cash going to try to get outside, cuts back inside. He's going to be wrapped up and dropped after about a yard gain. Good job by the Dragons to bring him down, and that is number 22 for the Dragons coming up on the stop on that one. That is Johan West. Johan, a good job. Johan coming up and making the stop. 2nd and 13 now for the Yellow Jackets, deep in their own territory. They got to be really careful here. A mistake by the Yellow Jackets could be deadly at this point. And they're trying to get out of a deep hole here, and they already trail 14-0. But they did stop York 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Now this time they're going to hand it over to the right side. Their guy's trying to sweep outside. He's going to get hit and knocked out of bounds, and he's not going to get a hold. 3rd and long for the Yellow Jackets. And let's see. Which one? It's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So I believe it was done. Which one? It's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 3rd and 10 for the Yellow, or for 3rd and 10 at the 9-yard line. Their own 9-yard line. So York with a stop here get good field position again. If they can stop the Yellow Jackets here, make them punt the football. And this time Cash going back. Cash rolling, looking. Now York getting a little bit of a rush on him. He's going to throw it downfield. Got a man out there. Got a hand up there, and it's going to be a 4th around it. So he 6 road. We got a hand up there, and it's going to be a 4th down now for the Yellow Jackets at the 5:15 mark. They'll have to punt it away again. So folks, hope you're enjoying Saturday football here on WDB. Unusual Saturday game. The last night's game was rained out, and everything changed, and everything was off for us as we had to get everything readjusted. Now back to kick it away is number 84, and this one a line drive. This one a good one as it hits and it rolls, and it gets a really big Yellow Jacket roll as now York will pick it up. Rexroad going to try to bring it up. Rexroad gets up to the 31-yard line, so that could have been a really tough play for York as that time getting the line. So that could have been a really play for York. 25-yard line, but Rexroad brought it back out to the 31. 14-yard line. Rexroad brought it back out to the 31. 14-0 York, just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half of this ball game. First game of the region season here, both these teams. Both come in 1-1 on the regular season. Grundy County coming in off that win over Ezel Harding, while York's coming in off that loss to a very good Coalfield team. And now up will come the Dragons. They got 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. They'll hand it to the second guy through. That's Miller. Miller's going to be tripped up. Maybe got a yard on the carry. 2nd and 9. Miller that time was tripped up. Miller earlier broke that 85-yarder. Made a great juke move in the middle of the field to beat the only man that has a shot at him. And now it's going to be 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9 for the Dragons. Yep, they're going to hand it off up the middle to Probst. Probst's going to drop his head. Probst's going to keep running. Picks up about 6 before he's brought down. Going to make it a 3rd down and 3. Probst. No, actually, that was Miller, I guess. Or make that Cooper on the carry. Cole Cooper on the carry. I thought it was Probst, but Cooper was one on the carry that time. Just hard running by Cooper. So Cole gets 6 yards and makes it a 3rd and 3. Just at the 39-yard line of York. They got to get it to the 42. Now they got a man in motion. They're going to hand it to the Cole Cooper again. Cooper just straight ahead for 4. Just enough to get the 1st down. So keep those chains moving. And with 3:39 left to go, York's got a 1st and 10. York with an early lead in this one, 14-0. Had a chance to really bust it open, but got stopped at the 10-yard line last possession. York would love to get a score in here with no time left on the clock to end this first half. As left you under center. They got a man in motion. They fake it to Probst, hand it to Cooper. Cooper going to go straight ahead again. Cooper going to pick up about 5. 2nd and 5 for the Dragons as they're right at midfield. 3:06 left to go here in quarter number 2. 14-0. York leading in this one. And they'll come up now with a 2nd and 5. York just letting the time run off. They want to run this clock down as well. We're down to 2:50. Straight ahead, Cooper's got the 1st down and more. Still on his feet all the way down to the 31-yard line as Cooper just bulldozed his way through and gets down to just inside the 30. They're going to mark him at the 30 or 29.5, I guess. So a good run by the Colt. We're going to call him the Coal Train. That would be cool. And then we can use that Coal Train. Yes, he gets the 1st down on this Saturday. Folks are too young to remember Saturdays was Soul Train, so we'll have to use that a few times. And now it's going to be handed out this time to Rexroad. He's trying to bounce to the left side, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And they're really going after Rexroad. When they see him bouncing, they're going to cut him off and not let him get outside. They turn him back in. That allowed the pursuit to knock him down. So we got 2:14 left to go here in the first half, and York on top 14-0. They got 2nd and 10 again. York taking their time. They want to milk this clock and hopefully punch it in here with no time left on the clock. And Leffie will bring his squad up. He's got Drake to the right. Now got a man in motion. They'll hand it off to Cooper right up the middle. Cooper straight ahead, gets all the way up to about the 13-yard line. Going to be another 1st down. And was that Probst on the carry? Probst on the carry that time. I thought it was Cooper, but it was Probst on the carry. Their numbers are getting a little dirty. It's hard to tell what numbers what. And now we got timeout on the field. With timeout on the field and 1:44 left to go here in quarter number 2. We'll take this timeout. York leading 14-0.
Hey, y'all. It's time to driving junk. Sharice here from Casey's Frontier Chevrolet. I'm sick of clunkers junking up our streets. Has your credit been affected by bad judgment in the past? My For the People credit approval process is your road to recovery. You could drive home in a nicer, newer ride for just $5 down. I'm Sharice Sells, and I'm the dealer for the people. Visit us at kcchevy.com or see us at Casey's Frontier Chevrolet, the dealership in the cow pasture.
Credit and $5 down require bank credit approval.
Well, York's on top 14-0. We got buck 44 left to go here in this first half. York's got it 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. So the Dragons back to where they were just earlier when they stalled. So hopefully they can punch it in this time and take that 3-score lead heading into halftime. York, though, would love to take about another minute off the clock before they punched it in, at least. Actually, would love to take a minute 44 off the clock. They can punch it in, they'll take it, as it's going to be up comes Lefevue. Lefevue got a man in motion, hands it to the outside, and diving forward and getting a few yards will be Cooper again. Or Miller, I should say. Miller with that one. Miller on the carry. Thomas gets a few yards, going to make it second, and about 7 to go. Minute and a half left to go here in the first half. Lefevue going to roll out. Lefevue's rolling, looking. He's going to, now we got a flag on the play, so it's going to be incomplete, but it's going to be a flag on the play. And that's in the area of holding, so I'm assuming that's what they'll call. Yep, that's what they'll call. Now, do they want to back York up here and give them an extra down, or do they want to go 3rd down and 7 with only $1.19 left to go? They're going to back them up. I guess they think maybe York at least has a shot at a field goal if they're stopped there, but now they back them all the way up. That's going to be all the way back to about the 30-yard line. And so now York's going to have it 2nd down and about 21 for the first down. They got a man in motion. They're going to hand off this time straight up the middle. That'll be a bang of about 4 or 5. And picks up a few. Makes it 3rd and about 17. York picks up a few. Makes it 3rd and about 17. York letting a lot of time run off the clock. We're down under a minute left to go here in the first half. York on top 14-0. Lefevue under center. Takes a snap. Drops back. He's going to throw it out, and that one's going to be picked off. And now the guy's got to get back on the fence as Yellow Jackets will go down. Number 7 coming up with the interception, and that is Colin Cooper. Colin Cooper, another of those players that just come in today. And so the Yellow Jackets stop the Dragons again deep in their own territory with 39.3 seconds to go here in the quarter. We'll see what the Yellow Jackets try to do. They got it 1st and 10. And it's going to be at about, looks like about the 16, 17-yard, or maybe 18-yard line. From here, it's hard to tell. So it's going to be 39.3 seconds. The Yellow Jackets, will they be okay to just run the clock out? York's going to get the football to start the second half. We'll see what they try here. As Cash going to drop back. Cash looking. Cash throwing. Got a man out there. That one's going to be knocked away. Good hands by Lathan Drake. Drake was back there playing center field. Had he been back another step or two, he'd had a shot at picking that one off, as they were intending that one for Ethan Nunley, but Lathan Drake got up there and got a hand on it. 32 seconds left to go here in the quarter. And York seeing 2nd and 10 now for the Jackets. That stops the clock. And up will come the Yellow Jackets. Takes a snap, dropping back. He's going to throw it downfield. Got a man out there. Center. Snap, dropping back. He's going to throw it downfield. Got a man out there. And a good reception there by number 19 of the Yellow Jackets, and that is Blaine Harris. So that's the other player that just football game. And now with 25.6 seconds, Yellow Jackets will get up there quickly. And 6 seconds, Yellow Jackets will get up there quickly. And the snap, they're going to ground it. He's going to ground it and get the clock stopped. 19.5 seconds to go. York doesn't want some fluke play here to let the Yellow Jackets get back in this ball game. York's been able to shut them down so far. The Yellow Jackets have thrown the ball well. They throw the ball pretty well. Coming back in is big number 84, Trey Hampton. 50 will come out. That is Cole Lane. And here we go. And another flag. They got 12 men on the field. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought they had 12 men on the field. They brought in 2, but only 1 come off. And even I can do that math, folks. And with 19.5 seconds to go, that'll back them up 5 more yards. It's going to be 2nd and 15. And they will come up this time with only 11. He'll drop back, looking his Cash. Cash going to get the ball off. That one's up in the air, and that one should have been picked off by Drake, but he knocks it away, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long with 11.6 seconds. Lathan Drake coming up. They were intending that one for Nunley, but Drake come up, got a paw on it. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Yellow Jackets with 11.6 seconds to go here in the first half. York on top 14-0. Then we coming up at halftime, we'll have the old Ben Franklin Ford halftime stats. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper in the country. As we get set for the Yellow Jackets now to come up with 11.6 seconds to go here in quarter number 2, headed toward halftime. And the Yellow Jackets, that's going to bring up 4th down with 6.2 seconds to go. And York actually got a helmet on the quarterback. York actually got a helmet on the quarterback Cash that time. Now they'll punt it away. As we're going to have a timeout called by York. Timeout on the field. With timeout on the field, 6.2 seconds to go in the half. It is York 14 and Grundy County nothing.
At Meta3, most of our prescriptions are picked up in the store or at our convenient drive-thru. Hello, I'm Rayla Vaughn, and if you're not able to get to the pharmacy, it would be our pleasure to provide free delivery directly to your home or business. If you can't make it to us, we'll come to you. It's just one more way to provide you with the best service possible at Meta Thrift Pharmacy, 346 West Central Avenue.
Back here where York's going to get the football back, or should get the football back. They're going to drop back number 84, Trey Hampton. And I'm not sure if York's going to come after it or what, but they're only dropping Drake back. And if I'm the Yellow Jacks, I don't know if Hampton can throw the football, I might chuck one and just see if I can run the timeout and maybe get a big play, but we'll see what they do. And this time he's going to get the punt off again, and that one's going to go to the sideline. That's not what you want. But 1.2 seconds punt off again, and that one's going to go to the sideline. That's not what you want. But 1.2 seconds all the way to the 45-yard line. So that was all the way to the 45-yard line. So that was a terrible punt. 15 yards. 1.2 seconds to go here in the game, or in the first half of the game, I should say. York on top 14-0. We'll see what York does. York maybe just have to set down on it and let time run out because they're up 14-0. They're going to get the football to start the second half. So we'll see what they decide to do right here. York on top 14-0. Thanks for joining us for Saturday football here on WDEB. Very unusual. Next week York will be off, but we will have Friday night football as we got Pickett County and Albany, Kentucky coming up next Friday night. And now dropping back is Lefew. Lefew's going to air one out. He throws it up in the air, and that one's going to be picked off. And that one's going to end the first half as the number 7 picks it off, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Halftime of this one, and at the half, it is York 14, Grundy County nothing.
Some signs can make your day easier, like the ones you see on the road. Other signs can help save your life, like the warning signs of a heart attack. For women, common signs can include jaw pain, nausea, and dizziness. And some women may experience a heart attack without feeling chest pain. If you experience the signs of a heart attack, get to an emergency room fast. Call 911 and know that at Tenova Healthcare, we're here to help when you need us.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, a better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
My husband Mark, huge fans of the DQ Buck Lunch. It's a home meal
plus a sundae
for just $5. We each got chicken strips, fries, and a drink
plus a sundae.
Talk about a full tray
plus a sundae.
That's some sweet math.
Plus a sundae. Yeah, a sundae. I say that a lot.
Got it.
Actually, it's not just math. It's Fanonomics. Come in for the DQ $5 lunch and get your choice of one of 3 entrees, fries, and a drink plus a sundae, all $5. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food. For a limited time only at participating locations, excludes taxes.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
I still dream about.
Halftime of this one, and at the half, York leads it 14-0. Great job by the Dragons here in this first half. They pick up, actually had a couple of opportunities to even blow it even wide open, but died in the red zone a couple of times on down. So York could have blown this game wide open, but right now they lead it here at the half by a score of 14-0. It's time now for the Old Ben Franklin halftime stats. Fords are cheaper in the country. We'll be back after this.
This is Brian Myers, sales manager at Old Ben Franklin Ford. We have 2017 Ford Fiesta starting as low as $10,620. Or take your pick. Or the Ford Focus, 0 down, $199 a month. New Ford F-150, 4-wheel drive, $25,990. We have financing available for all customers, rates as low as 0%. Call us or come by. Give us the opportunity to earn your business. That's Old Ben Franklin Ford, Wartburg, Tennessee, 1-877 New Ford. Fords are cheaper out in the country.
And back here, we're at halftime of this one, and our halftime stats being brought to you by Ben Franklin Ford. Old Ben Franklin Ford, located in Wartburg. As you know, Fords are cheaper in the country. At the half, the big statistic is York's on top 14-0. Let's take a look at first downs. York's got 7. Grundy County's got 6. Passing yards, York only has 35. 82 for Grundy County. York has 1 completion out of 4 passes, but had 2 interceptions, while Grundy County is 6 of 14, no interceptions. Total offense plays, yards, York 27, 227, and it was Grundy County 31 for 108 yards. Now, rushing yards, York is 23 for 192, while Grundy County 17 rushes for only 6 yards, or 26. So it's been a tough row for the Yellow Jackets to get their run game going, but their passing game's been pretty effective. Punt returns, York has 2 for 22. Let's see, and on penalties, York 2 for 24. Yellow Jackets 3 for 24, so that's pretty much even. As far as turnovers, York has a couple of interceptions, and Grundy County does not have any turnovers in this first half. Time of possession, Grundy County 13 minutes, York 11. Third down conversions, York 2 of 5, while Grundy County's 3 of 8. Fourth down conversions, York 1 of 2, Grundy County 0 for 1. Red zone scoring chances, York is 1 of 3, while Grundy County is 0 of 1. Now, individual stats, Thomas Miller has 89 yards rushing on 4 carries. 85 of that, though, was a big touchdown run in that first half. Ethan Probst is 7 for 71. Cole Cooper, 4 for 7. Lander Gillespie, 4 for 13. Grundy County, Hagan Cash is 9 for 21, but he's also lost 12 yards, so he is out total at 9 yards total now. 5 yards on 2 carries, and Ethan Nunley 4 yards on 2 carries. Receiving Austin Johnson 1 for 30 carries, and Ethan Nunley 4 yards on 2 carries. Receiving Austin Johnson 1 for 35, while 1 for 12, Rex Rhodes 1 for 10. Kick returns Evan Nunley 1 for 3 yards. And tackles Josiah Headings, leading the Dragons. Kick returns Evan for 3 yards, and tackles Josiah Headings, leading the Dragons with 7, 2 and 2 for 4, and 1 sack. Lander Gillespie 3, 2 and 2 for 4, and 1 sack. Lander Gillespie 3. unassisted, 1 sack, and Cole Cooper 2. Got a run from Ethan Probst, a 4-yard run. Johan West knocked down the extra point at the 2:11 mark, and York went up. Probst, a 4-yard run. Johan West knocked down the extra point at the 2:11 mark, and York went up 7-0. Then York, at the end of the first quarter, they had an 84-yard run by Thomas Mill. Johan West added the extra point, and they led it 14-0 at the half, and that's where we stand right now. 14-0 our score as York leads here at the half. A great first half for the Dragons, and they hope to keep this one going as they lead it now by a 14-0 score. But it could have been much worse for the Yellow Jackets. They were able to stop a couple of big drives by Dragons inside the red zone, so that one is a blessing for the Yellow Jackets and keep them in this ball game. I mean, it's not over with, folks. It's only a 14-0 score at this point, and we are at halftime of this. We're going to take a quick break, and then
presenting Key, the big supporter of high school sports, and says, "Go Dragon football."
Well, back here at Grundy County High School, we're set for the second half to get underway here in just a minute. Looks like going to have a couple of extra minutes as Grundy County just now came back on the field. So our second half getting ready to kick off here in just a moment. York leads it 14-0 as York has pretty much dominated this first half, but could have been a lot worse for the Yellow Jackets. They were able to stop the Dragons a couple of times inside the red zone. It would have been a 28-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets. So Grundy County been able to stop York a couple occasions, but York also stopped them once when they were inside the red zone as well. So this game could be a whole lot closer, could be a whole lot wider apart, but either way, York leads it here at the half by a score of 14-0. We'll have the second half kickoff in a moment.
It's time to get out and support our local teams. Hall Family Pharmacy has all the gear you need to cheer on your favorite team. Our Jamestown store has the purple and yellow for York, and our Clark Range store is stocked up with the blue and gold for Clark Range. Oh yeah, there's plenty of orange from Volunteer Traditions and Give Her 6 at both locations to cheer on the Vols. We are proud of our sports families at each school. It's fun and healthy to take pride in our state and our community, and we have all the equipment you need to look good and have a good time. Hall Family Pharmacy, our family, your health.
Dr. William Allen at Jamestown Family Chiropractic knows that going back to school can be an exciting time, but can also be a stressful time for teachers, parents, and athletes. So for that neck and back tension or just a routine adjustment, Jamestown Family Chiropractic can help you get the relief you need and help you start the school year off right. That's Jamestown Family Chiropractic, here for your spinal health and well-being. Call them at 879-8931.
Say hello to gig broadband speeds that are ultra reliable, ultra fast, and ultra satisfying. Supported by our future-proof fiber network, get broadband speeds that are fast enough to support a security system, a wireless printer, 4 gaming systems, 5 computers, 5 tablets, 6 smart TVs, 6 smartphones, and 10 smart home devices. No, seriously, it's that good. So what are you waiting for? Sign up or make the switch to Twin Lakes Gigabit Broadband today. Visit one of our 7 local offices or visit us online at twlakes.coop. Not available in all areas.
Join us, folks. As we said, we didn't get to catch the pregame show. We apologize for that, but we do want to thank all our sponsors for our live broadcast. Let's do that. Run through them real quickly while we got a break here. They are Fitris Farmers Co-op, First Volunteer Bank, Dairy Queen of Jamestown, Mike Cross, Fitris County Executive, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Hall's Family Pharmacy, Jamestown Family Chiropractic, Conditioned Heating and Cooling, Twin Lakes Telephone Cooperative, Mid-Thrift Pharmacy, Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, Pizza Hut, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, Casey's Frontier Chevrolet, State Representative Kelly Kiesling, and State Senator Ken Yeager, and also our pre- and post-game shows brought to you by Progressive Savings Bank, Halftime Stats, Old Ben Franklin Ford, Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show, Union Bank, and our Friday Night Thunder, which you heard last night, brought to you by Power. It's out on 62 in Clark Range. Except for the second half to get underway, York will get the football to start the second half as the Yellow Jackets will kick away. And the Yellow Jackets going to kick away, and their kick guy, let's see, I had his number here. Bernard getting ready to kick off. York and Grundy County is a huge region contest, folks, for both these teams. York and Grundy County is a huge region contest, folks, for both these teams. And we'll see what happens here as York going to get to start the second half, leading 14-0. And the officials, we're waiting on them now, and we're still waiting on them, As here we go. They blow the whistle. We're ready to kick it off, and it will be Squiver on the ground, and that's picked up by one of the front men, Rexroad. Rexroad bobbles it, hands it off to Johnson, and Johnson breaks a couple times. Still on his feet, gets up 37-yard line, but a flag on the play. As that time, that one's not the way I think it was designed. But either way, Johnson gets it up to the 37. We got a flag on the play, though. We'll see what the call is. Personal foul against Grundy County, so that gives York an even bigger return. That makes it look a whole lot better. It wasn't pretty, but it's going to get York all the way up. Should be inside. If they mark it off 15, it'll be into Yellow Jacket territory. It's going to be all the way down there. Keep walking. 48-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. So Grundy County with it at York with it at Grundy County's 48-yard line. You're going to bring it up. And here we go. It's going to be left view under center. Left view. Got a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Rexroad on the left side. He cuts back inside. Still on his feet. He breaks one tackle. Breaks down. He cuts to the outside. And he's headed for pay dirt as it's going to be one play and a touchdown Dragons. A 48 run by Heath Rexroad, and once he got through the line, folks, nobody could catch him, and the Dragons jump out, and that's the way to start a half, folks, as York goes up 20-0, and we'll see Johan West come in to kick the extra point, as the Dragons one play and 6 points, looking for 7 right now. As a new holder for York this game, it's Johnson, or actually number 18 for the Dragons back there holding. Now that is Trevor Threet. So Trevor's the holder. Last week, Drake was the holder. He bobbled a couple of them. And so now Threet's in there, and Threet holds it down, and Johan goes right through the missed that one off to the left. It looked good from our angle, but no good. But with 11:42 left to go here in the third, it's now 20-0, York.
With the hot days of summer well on the way, sky-high utility bills are sure to follow. Call Condition Heating and Cooling today for your precision tune-up and professional cleaning to help you save energy and dollars. Ready to replace? No problem! We've got you covered with no credit-required financing options and hassle-free monthly payments on top-of-the-line Carrier heating and cooling equipment. Carrier, turn to the experts. Beat the heat today. Call Condition Heating and Cooling at 879-5909.
Condition Heating and Cooling.
Well, one play, and York is up now 20-0 here in the second half, starting the second half, and now it's going to be kicked off this time by Probst. Probst going to put this one short, taken by the up man, number 33, and he's going to be hit and dropped as he gets up to about the 31-yard line. And on the return, that time was Evan James, as James knocked down. So now the Yellow Jackets have their first possession of the second half, but they trail by 3 scores. But York did leave the door open. They did miss the extra point. So now 3 scores and an extra point, and the Yellow Jackets could be back in business. But they got to get through the York defense first, and here we go. It's going to be Cash to bring his unit up. Cash with number 29 in the backfield. That is Sylvester in the backfield. Got a man in motion. Going to get off number 4 over the right side. He gets around the outside, tries to cut back in. Gets a couple of yards maybe. It looks like he may have got back just maybe a yard on that one, as that was a lot of running, and then he got hit hard. So it's going to be now a 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball on the 31. York's defense has given up some big plays to the Yellow Jackets, but no scores, as the Yellow Jackets have been throwing the ball pretty well. Cash got a decent arm, and he's got some good receivers out there, so we'll see what he does here, as he's got 2nd and 9 at his own 31-yard line. He'll step back, drives him back, shoves him back, and there. Up in that one nowhere. Drives him back, shoves him back, and there is Probst, I believe, on the stop. Probst coming in and shot the gap on that one and dropped him for a loss. So that'll drop him back 4 yards now. It's going to be 3rd down and 14 for the Yellow Jackets. Here's where you got to watch number 84, Trey Hampton. They like to throw to Hampton out here. He's going to come in now, and Hampton This, I think, is his. So he comes in and Blaine Harris today, as the way I understand. So he comes in and Blaine Harris and Colin Cooper, all their first games, and they made a contribution, each one of them. Now Cash will come up. Got the one-man backfield. He drops back. He's going to throw it across the middle. Almost picked off right through the hands of the Dragons. Cole Cooper almost had that one. I think Cole was looking pay dirt on that. So the Cole train stops that one, knocks it down. It's 4th down and 13 for the Yellow Jackets. And that means it's punt time for the Yellow Jackets. It's dropping back will be number 84, Trey Hampton. Now, Hampton hit one earlier, though. It was a nice one, but the Dragons going to drop back a little deeper now. Rex right over to the left. You've got Lathan Drake over here there's the right on the 40, and the kick's going to go. He's up to the 40, up to the 44. And actually, Drake's going to come over and get it right at the 34-yard line. He's up to the 40, up to the 44, and they're wrestled down there. As a good job that time by the Yellow Jackets, number 25, to come up and make the play. That's Dagon Dodson. Dodson comes up and knocks him down. That's going to make it 1st and 10 for the Dragons at their own 44-yard line. York's had some excellent field position tonight. Only one really poor field position in that first half. They had that where they stopped the Yellow Jackets inside the 10. They got it and then broke it for a big touchdown run. And now the Dragons up 20-0, and we're under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And it'll be in motion. They'll hand it off to Cooper in the back, and Cooper goes straight ahead and just bulls forward for about 4. They look like they had him stopped for 2, but goes ahead a couple more. And that's just pure D strength by Cooper. And that's going to make it 2nd and about 7. York with a 2nd and 7. 9:33 left to go here in the third quarter. Thank you for joining us for Saturday football here on WDB. Got to remember, if I'm going to do these day games, got to bring some sunglasses. Yes. Back up will come York on this one. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand it to the back again, and I believe that's Probst up the middle. Or actually, that's Dawson Threet, and I believe number 30 on the carry. Yeah, Dawson Threet, I believe, on the carry on that one. Dawson coming in, replacing Cole Cooper on that one, going straight ahead. So it's going to be 3rd down and about a deuce now for the Dragons as they're inside Yellow Jacket territory. Now Cooper comes back in the backfield. And this is where they like to hand it off to Probst. Probst's going to be in motion. Probst's going to get his momentum forward. And he's up through the middle, runs over one player, carries another, still carrying it all the way down to about the 27-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 Dragons as they mark him at the 27. And Probst, that time, number 7, jumped on Probst, and he didn't have to run down the field because Probst carried him, as that was Colin Cooper jumping on, hitting Probst, but Probst just carried him on down the field. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons as they march again. 8:37 left to go here in the third quarter. York up 20-0, trying to open this one up. Big gash in this one now if they can punch it in this time. 1st and 10 in the Yellow Jackets 27. They'll get a man in motion. They'll get to Rexroad over the left side, and Rexroad is hit. Good D by the Yellow Jackets on that one, as coming up to make the stop, I believe, was number 44, maybe? 44. DJ Banks on the stop. Made a good hit on that one, and now it's going to make it 2nd and 8 for the Dragons as they got a couple on it. We've got 7:56 left to go here in the third quarter, 20-0. York on top. And up will come the Dragons. Got a man in motion. They're going to get off to Rexroad left side. Rexroad going to cut back inside, still on his feet, driving forward, driving. Almost gets another first down. Going to be about a yard short, it looks like, from where they mark him. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Dragons. It's 4-down territory, of course, when you're 3rd and well, they're going to show about 3. So 3rd and 3 for the Dragons. 7:25 left to go here in the third quarter. Don't forget, we'll be replaying this video. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we will have the video coming up on Sunday at 2 o'clock on CPTV. Also, next Wednesday, check out CPTV. We've got girls volleyball, Clark Range and Bledsoe County. And now it'll be calling out the plays. 3rd and 2. Man in motion. They're going to give it to Cooper. Cooper going to go straight ahead, and Cooper should have enough for the first down. He should be right at the mark, and we'll see what they give him, where they spot him. And it is a first down. 1st and 10, Dragons. He needed 2, got 3. Needed, got it. So now it's a 20-0 lead, and York trying to open up a big gash in this one. As York trying to pick up their 4th score of the ball game. They lead it 20-0. Up comes Leffie. Leffie going to hand it off this time to Probst over the right side. Probst going straight in, and about 8 to bring him down after he picks up a few. He's going to pick up, it looks like 4 or 5 on the carry. And right at 5 yards. So Ethan Probst just straight ahead. And Probst, the beast, just straight ahead for a nickel. And now it's 2nd and 5 for the Dragons. 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. York on top, 20-0. If you just tuned in on Saturday, we got football action. York was supposed to play last night. That one rained out. And now back goes Leffie. Leffie looking across the middle. Got a man out. Oh, he dropped it. And Miller had touchdown number 2 and just dropped it. That one hit him in the worst possible place, right in the hand. And he dropped it, and that would have been a 6 if had he been able to hang on. But now that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Dragons. So 3rd and 5 for York. And this once again at 4-down territory as they're at the 10-yard line right now for the Yellow Jackets. Looking to pretty much shut the door maybe on Grundy County if they can score here. And they're going to hand it off up the middle, and still on his feet, headed into the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown, Dragons! Rex Road on the carry from the 10, and a 10-yard run by Heath makes it a carry from the 10, and a 10-yard run by Heath makes it a 26-0 York lead. And we've got 5:43 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. York now up by 4 scores. And I believe they may go for 2 here to try to. And they will. They'll go for it here. They got Cole Cooper in the backfield. York on top, 26-0, looking to go 28-0. And now the snap. York on top, 26-0, looking to go 28-0. And now the snap, it's going to be Leffie on the run. Leffie's going to be, Leffie's being horse collared. You got to get a flag on that one. He got him up around the horse collar, I know. Here in the 3rd quarter, and York now leads it 20. 5:43 left to go. Here in the 3rd quarter, and York now leads it 26-0.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
York on top of Grundy County in this one. York looking to go York season, more importantly, 1-0 in region play. And as we said, in this region now, with this playoff setup, you only have to win 2 games to make it to the playoffs. In this region now, with this playoff setup, you only have to win 2 games to make it to the playoffs. So York is halfway to the playoffs if they win this one, regardless. As now it'll be kicking away Probst. Probst's going to kick this one. It's going to be a little squibber, going to hit and go out of bounds. And that one going to be a penalty, but I'm sure the Yellow Jackets will probably take that 40-yard line. So Probst shanks that one off to the right, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets at the 40. 26-0 now York. And the Yellow Jackets, their one drive, they did get down inside the 10 but couldn't score. And the Yellow Jackets, their one drive, they did get down inside the 10 but couldn't score. And since then, been pretty much stymied for the Yellow Jackets. Not had a whole lot of offense. They were throwing the ball well earlier, but now York's starting to clamp down on that offense. shut down the passing lanes, and Yellow Jackets having some trouble now, struggling. Up will come Cash. He's got number 4, Nunley, in the backfield. Now got a man in motion up to the wing back position. He'll snap it. He'll roll, throws it downfield. Got a man out there. There's big number 84 again. And he's going to get the reception, and that is Trey Hampton. Hampton, first game eligible. He's going to be a good player for the Yellow Jackets. Actual grade on him because they just penciled him, Trey Hampton, Bladen Harris, and Colin Cooper in today. So 3 players that are getting their first playing time today, and we're down to 5 minutes here to go in the third quarter. Run into a buzzsaw with the Dragons. And now Cash will come up under center. Cash going to take the snap. He's going to drop back to throw. He's getting rushed, and we're going to have a incomplete. That's kind of a dump off. We're going to have a flag on that one because York had I think it was Ethan Probst got free and was going after him, and one of the guys just grabbed him. I think that was just more self-preservation for Cash, as they didn't want him to get drilled, and he was about to get leveled. Well, that's going to back him up 10 yards, and it's going to be second and a whole lot for the Yellow Jackets. And we'll see what the Yellow Jackets can do now. It's second, and it looks like about 22 all the way back for the Yellow Jackets to the 33-yard line, looks like, from our vantage point. So it'll be second and a whole lot for the Yellow Jackets. As Cash under center takes. Knocked out a play, and had that not been batted, it looked like that was batted up in the air and knocked out a play, and had that not been batted, it looked like but it was batted away. So good D by the Dragons regardless. And that's going to be second and 18 for the Yellow Jackets. I believe it's a little farther than this one. Second. And that's going to be second and 18 for the Yellow Jackets. I believe it's a little farther than this one. Second 20. 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. York on top by 4 scores. 26-0, York. And I think we're going to have a timeout before we go any further. Before we take another snap, we got timeout on the field with 4:50 to go in the third quarter. It's 26-0, York.
As a former educator and now York County executive, J. Michael Cross is a proud sponsor of the York and Clark Range sports programs. His passion for the betterment of Fentress County, his vision and determination are all evident in his life. He has plans to see the people of Fentress County prosper by making wise use of every available resource. And J. Michael Cross has the wisdom to keep his ear tuned to the needs of the people.
Well, York has held the Yellow Jackets in this quarter as well, and they've now punched up a couple more scores, and it's a 26-0 ball game. They missed a couple of conversions. They missed a 1-point conversion and a 2-point conversion, so it's 26-0. Yellow Jackets having trouble moving the ball at all at this point. York's really coming after them now in this second half. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it worked because York has come back out like a house on fire in this second quarter. Or second half. 26-0 now, York on top. The Yellow Jackets come back up. 3rd and 18. Dropping back is Cash. Cash going to get a big run, and Cash is going to try to get it out, and he drops the football. Picked up by number 36, Probst. He's in the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons! A 36-yard fumble return for Probst, and the Dragons now up 32-0. And that one actually looked like the quarterback tried to shuffle past me. I thought it was going to be an incomplete pass, but they say he fumbled it. And therefore, York took it in the end zone, and now it's 32-0, York. And the Dragons, Johan West, going to try to put one through and make it 33. So 32-0 right now. York on top. Big defensive play by Probst, picking up the loose ball, taking it in the end zone. And that is the first turnover of the night for the Yellow Jackets. As the kick is up, the kick is right down the gullet, and it's now 33-0 with 4:41 left to go in the third. York on top.
Hey y'all, it's time to stop driving junk. Sharice here from Casey's Frontier Chevrolet. I'm sick of clunkers junking up our streets, so I'm on a mission to help you recover from your old ride. You could drive away for just $5 down. Has your credit been affected by bad judgment in the past? My For the People credit approval process is your road to recovery. You could drive home in a nicer, newer ride for just $5 down. I'm Sharice Sells, and I'm the dealer for the people. Visit us at kcchevy.com or see us at Casey's Frontier Chevrolet, the dealership in the cow pasture.
Credit and $5 down require bank credit approval.
The fumble takes it in. You're doing some hitting here in this second half. Haven't seen hitting like this since McGregor used his face to wear out Floyd Mayweather's gloves the other night. So we're getting ready for the kickoff here, and it's going to be York on top 33-0 now. 4:41. York scored that one on the defensive side of the ball as Probst picks up the loose ball, takes it in, and it's 33-0. Probst's going to kick it away. Probst. Last time shanked it over to the right side. We'll see what he can do this time. Probst doing the kickoff duty. Johan West doing the extra points tonight. And the kickoff this time straight down the middle, taken at about the 8-yard line. And coming up, number 4, Nunley gets away from one, but he doesn't get away from the second one. And he gets up to about the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets. Rexroad coming in on the hit on that one. Rexroad getting the hit, and now with 4:35 left to go, York on top 33-0. May see some younger kids getting in there now. As York going to start getting some other kids some reps, I'm sure, before long. Coming in for the Dragons, number 45. And that is, let's see, let me find my numbers here. 45 is, or 46 is heading. I don't have 45. I may have him on my other roster. I got some changes that Coach gave me earlier. I forgot those. As now this time over the right side goes the quarterback, and he goes down that quick, and we got a flag on the play. And that one was knocked down by the Dragons, number 46. The Headings knocking him down. And Headings knocks him down, and we got a penalty on the play. We'll see what the call is. And that's usually a holding call. No, it's going to be a chop block. So a chop block on the Yellow Jackets going to back them up. They're going in reverse now. The Yellow Jackets backing up like the French Army at this point. They're all the way back now. It's going to be 1st and about 20. And it's not. And all the way to the 15-yard line. So they go all the way back. And 33-0, York on top of this one. 4:22 left to go here in the third quarter. Cash brings his team up. Hands it off, and no, he keeps it himself. Tries to bounce action and went nowhere. He was met by a couple of Dragons. Josiah Headings falling on him, but coming up from the bottom was A.J. Johnson to meet him. A.J. met him as he tried to cut back. A.J. met him head on, held him up, and then Headings put him down. 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. And that went for no yardage, so it's 2nd down, still in 20. You're making hay here on this Saturday football action. Off this next Friday night, so be sure we're going to be up in Albany, Kentucky. It's going to be Pickett County and Albany, Kentucky. Good rivalry. We'll have that game for you coming up on Friday night. Hopefully it won't rain that one out. And maybe won't get any more hurricanes before then. And now back goes Cash. Cash looking, still looking. Now he gets away from one, and he is dumped as he is dropped way back in. That is going to be, I believe, Headings on the stop. Headings with a sack, so Josiah another hit and a sack. The Yellow Jackets have been able to march from their own 40 or 35-yard line all the way back to, it looks like, about the 5-yard line. So they went steadily backwards 30 yards on this possession as we go under the 30-minute mark, or 3-minute mark. Definitely don't want a 30-minute mark. 3-minute mark left to go on this one. York up 33-0. If you just tuned in, it was a good first half. York got out early. It got a 14-0 lead. The Yellow Jackets drove the ball. The York had on themselves, and then the second half they come out and look like a different team. They just wore out the Yellow Jackets. And now the snap, Cash, they come out right there and the Yellow Jackets. And now the snap, Cash going to drop back. Cash going to throw, and he just hit from behind. Just as he released the ball, he was hit from behind by Probst, and Cash went down, and that's one of those that you don't like to see because he got hit from behind and didn't see it coming. And he is limping a little bit, and that's going to bring up, I think, a 4th down and a whole lot. So 31 to go, and it'll be back into punted away. Trey Hampton will come in to punt it away. He's going to punt it all the way from about 4 yards deep in the end zone. So he's going to get this away. Rexroth and Lathan Drake just waiting. They're looking now, the high snap, and he punts it away. And that's going to be toward Rexroth. Rexroth's going to backpedal to the 44. He's still on his feet, just back to the 49, now back to the 40. So he got 4 yards on the return. Good job that time by the Yellow Jackets, considering how they were deep in their own territory. But York's going to have it. Great field position at the 40-yard line once again. Leading 33-0. We got 2:15 left to go here in the third quarter. York in command of this one. York has scored offensively and defensively, other than extra points, they've needed special teams touchdown. They'd have touchdowns in every aspect of the ball game. Now coming out will be Lefeu. Lefeu going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Miller. Right side. Miller cuts back inside. Miller's going to kick in the afterburners. He's up to the 20, down to the 18-yard line, where he's brought down after a first down run. Good job by Miller to make some folks miss, and then able to take it right down to the 18-yard line, and York back inside the red zone with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And they're going to say holding on York, so a penalty on York going to bring us all the way back. So now I make that now first down in about 20. York got a hold on that one, a holding call. So that negates what was a good run by Miller. Miller had one big run earlier of 84 yards for York's second score. And we'll see now what they do. They push it all the way back inside of their own territory at the 48-yard line where it's 1st and 20. York just pounding Yellow Jackets on their offensive line. Lefeu will come up. Lefeu takes the snap, hands it to the second man through Cole Cooper. He's got some run room. Cope's going to head downfield. He's going to dive down and be close to another first down. About 2 yards short. And the Cole train gets a big run on that one, and now it's going to be 2nd and short for the Dragons. So that's the way to get out of a big first and long, is get a great big run like that and only need 3 yards for the first down. Up will come the Dragons. This time Threet in the backfield now. Dawson Threet in at running back now behind Cooper, and they're going to hand it off to the right side. That's going to be Miller again. Miller trying to bounce outside, going to be brought down. And Miller is going to have another first down for the Dragons. Going to be 1st and 10 Dragons as they'll move down into the actually not into the red zone yet. They're going to be right about, looks like, right at the 20-yard line. The 22, I guess, is where they're going to spot it at. So 1st and 10 at the 22. And York trying to add yet more points on the scoreboard. They got 3 in the backfield. They'll take the snap. They'll hand it off to Probst. Probst over the right side. Probst still on his feet. Dodges one, gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. And Ethan Probst, the beast, that time showed he can also make you miss. No, he doesn't have to always run over you. He can make you miss on that one. And it's going to be 1st and goal, Dragons at the 1. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line as York looking for more points on the board. Ethan Probst, just a good run on that one. Probst has the touchdown. He's got one, I believe, on the ground, and then he's also got one on a fumble return. So up comes the Dragons. It'll be Lefeu handed off. Lefeu going to bounce out, and he's going to keep it, and Lefeu's going in from 2 yards for a touchdown, Dragons! York on top now, 39-0. And with 28.5 seconds, they'll go for the extra point and try to make this a 40-0 ball game. York on their way to winning their first region game of the contest, and that sets up a great big matchup, folks, in a week from this coming Friday, as they will be Smith County and York will come into that one, the two leaders in the district, and the two teams picked to battle it out for the top spot. As that one is up, that one is good. Johan puts it through, and with 28.5 seconds left to go in the third, it's 40-0 York.
Your time is precious. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could pick up all of your medications in one trip? Well, now you can. Hi, I'm Crystal Ashburn, and at MetaThrift Pharmacy, where syncing your meds will allow you to make just one trip a month to pick up all of your medications. In addition to greater convenience, patients who sync their meds are 30% more likely to take their medications as prescribed. When you sign up with us to sync your meds at MetaThrift, you'll receive a sync t-shirt. The program is free, and so is the t-shirt at MetaThrift Pharmacy. Prescription for carrying since 1943.
Well, Johan West will kick off this time for the Dragons as they punch it in. Now, earlier in this game, excited Grundy County fans as they got one time we had it down inside the 10-yard line but couldn't punch it in. And now, since York has put up 40 cents, or at least 33 cents, then it's more like a wake here as the fans are just pretty much silent here as York now. Johan West going to kick this one, and it's going to be a squibber, and that's going to get past the first guy all the way back to the back man. And they'll bring it up. That's Nunley. Nunley sees a hole, and now the hole closes. Has come up from behind number 8 for the Dragons. And number 8 is Nathaniel Castellan. Castellan with the stop. Flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Blocking the back, and that one. A block in the back against York. How do you block in the back on a kickoff return? Hey, I don't understand that. We got timeout, though. We got timeout, or not timeout. We've actually got the end of the third quarter, and through 3, it's York 40 and Grundy County nothing.
Speed limit 55. Right turn only. Exit here. With some signs, it's clear what you're supposed to do. But heart attack warning signs aren't always this obvious. They can feel like arm pain, nausea, shortness of breath, fatigue. If you experience the warning signs, call 911 and know that at Tenova Healthcare, we're here to help when you need us.
He's on 30. He's on the 20. He's 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, a better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Well, folks, I'm not exactly sure what that call was. Like I said earlier, I'm as confused as Lindsay Lohan on a Friday night right now. I don't know what that call was. They had a block in the back against York, and York was the kickoff team. So I don't know. That's a strange call. Now quickly, the Yellow Jackets going to throw it out to Hampton. Hampton got some running room. He's still on his feet, and he's knocked out of bounds. And now we're going to have a flag, a late flag, and I believe that's going to go against Headings, as Headings may have got his face mask on that one. And Hampton that time just a quick out to Hampton, and Hampton turning upfield, getting some good yardage. And then we got a face mask kind of falling down, accidentally grabbed him by the face mask. So York with the face mask, and that will give the Yellow Jackets a first down. The Yellow Jackets have struggled since that first half, as York now with total offense 383 yards to Grundy County's 82 yards. Both teams have run 41 plays up before that one, and now they've run 42 plays, and that gives them a little bit more yardage, as they might be near the 100-yard mark. But either way, the Yellow Jackets got a 1st and 10, and they are inside Dragon territory, the 45-yard line after the face mask penalty. Cash will drop back. Cash going to quick out it again. This one goes through the hands of Nunley. That one's going to be incomplete, and that one almost a pass that could have been picked up at it looked like he might have been behind the quarterback. It wasn't. It's a loose ball, but they didn't call York has rushed the ball for 348 yards, thrown for 35, while the Yellow Jackets have run for 6 and thrown for 88. While the Yellow Jackets have run for 6 and thrown for 88 in this game through 3 quarters. And now it's going to be Yellow Jackets. Second and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. For the Yellow Jackets has been number 8. Called by Hampton. Hampton's going to get down the 30-yard line, and Hampton bounds at about the looks like the 30-yard line. And Hampton that time York had some good rush on, and Cash just throwed that one up, and Hampton with his size able to go up and get it. First and 10 Yellow Jackets. They're deep in York territory. York so far pitching a shutout. Would like to get a shutout in this one, but they're getting some of the younger kids in there now. York has got some kids with some clean jerseys. That means younger kids. So into the ball game, number 21. That is Cade Brannon's in. And we'll also see now as dropping back, quarterback on that block as Josiah Hiddings come through and just swats it down. And the jackhammer once again making a big play. Josiah come through and he couldn't get the sack, so he just put the paws up and blocked it right back into the face of Cash. So Josiah knocking it down makes it a 2nd and 10. York on top, 40-0. We got 8:13 left to go in the ball game. As I said, York got next week off. Then the following week they got Smith County. Smith County won last night over Upperman. They got next week off before they meet York at York. So that should be a humdinger coming up on the 15th. And now back in the will come Cash. Cash rolling out, rolling, throwing. And good job there by the Dragons. And that one's going to be picked off right at the 1 yard line. Good job there by the Dragons. Number 21 on the interception. So the Yellow Jackets stopped once again, and we'll see now if York gets some younger kids into the game for the after a rain that we've had in the last few days. If you've got a clean jersey on, you're a substitute. Rain that we've had. If you've got a clean jersey on, you're a substitute. So here we go. York now with a 1st and 10 1 yard line. We'll see who comes out for York as they do have some younger kids. Looks like coming in the game. We see number 64 in the game. That is, we'll try to get him as we can. Number 88 in the game is Andrew Murdoch. And that one's going to go straight ahead. pick up a yard or two, and then going to be driven back. So Lathan Drake now the quarterback for York, as they're getting some of their younger players some time. Drake not a younger player, but he is the backup quarterback, so they're getting him some snaps in at quarterback. 5:18 left to go in this one. York going to improve to 2-1 on the season. More importantly, 1-0 in region play. And as we said, coming up on the 15th, they got a huge, as Donald Trump said, huge matchup with the Yellow Jackets, or with the snap. They fumble the football, but able to come up with it. Good job that time. The snap, they fumble the football, but able to come up with it. Good job that time by the ball carrier. I'm not sure who that was on the carry, as he bobbled it for a second, able to re-corral it and go straight ahead. And that is number 21, Cade Brandon, on the carry. So good job by Cade not to fumble that one and still get a yard out of it. York will take it with 4.5 minutes left to go in this one. 3rd down and 7 for the Dragons. 3rd and 7 as Gibson goes out. Let's see if we get some of the numbers here. Number 62 in it at Edward Stockton in at center. Lathan Drake at quarterback. 4 minutes left to go here in the ball game, as Drake going to drop back. He's going to throw one out there. Got a man out there. Murdoch, had it in his hands. Couldn't hang on. Murdoch with a shot at there. Had Murdoch called that one, he was in stride. He would have been going to the house, but now the Dragons going to punt it away, as Murdoch had a step and it hit him right in the hands, but coming in at the very last second was the defender from Grundy County, just enough to get a paw on it and cause him to lose the football, and it goes back as an income. And then that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Dragons. 3:30 left to go here in this ball game. York on top, 40-0. And looks like Probst's back for him. I think this is his first punt of the night. And he's going to drill this one, and it's going to hit at about the 44-yard line. They'll try to work it the outside. That's number 19. Gets away from one and away from none. Now backpedals, and that's probably not the good thing to do, because he lost about 5 or 6 yards. As number 19 on the return tried to cut back upfield, and when he did, he was tackled in the backfield. That's Blaine Harris. So Harris actually had a better gain. He probably got back to where the kick originally landed. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets, under 3 minutes to go in this ball game. Don't forget, coming up next Friday night, we'll be on the road to Albany, Kentucky. We got the Pickett County Bobcats and the Albany, Kentucky, I think they're the Wildcats, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, Bobcats going to head up to Kentucky next week, and we'll be with them for that one, as York has the week off. Then after that, the week after that, we got York and Smith County in a battle for the top spot in the district. Early lead in the district, that is. As now going up is the quarterback, Cash. He gets away from a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and then he's going to be hit and brought down. Good open field tackling that time by the Dragons' Daedric Phillips, as Phillips hit him on the open field and dropped him. Daedric stops him at about the 49-yard line, so he gets half the distance for the 1st down. As we hit the 2-minute mark, Yellow Jackets would like to get on the scoreboard. They had it close in that first half. It was 14-0 at halftime, but since then the Dragons, I don't know what they did at halftime, but whatever they did, they need to do it every week, because they come out rolling in the second half. And then they got a hold on York. Now, defensive holding on York. I guess they're calling that on against the receiver. Now, earlier they had a block in the back on York when York kicked off the football. I'm still trying to figure that one out. But either way, it's only 90 seconds left to go on that. It really doesn't matter, as York's going to come away with a big win here tonight and to get that first win in the region. And they're one game away, winning one more game in the region of getting a certain playoff berth. Now the snap back, rolling, throwing. Deep downfield, and good catch there by number 2 as he goes out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. That was a good throw by Cash and a good reception by number 2. That is Evan Nunley. Evan Nunley with a reception at about the 3-4-yard line. Going to be 1st and goal with less than a minute going. Now you're going to bring back out their starters, as they're going to try to hold a shutout against the Yellow Jackets. So it's going to be 1st and goal at about the 5.5-yard line, it looks like. 42 seconds, not much time left to go in this one. As Cash back, Cash looking, Cash throwing, incomplete. And there's going to be a late hit against York's Rexroad. As Rexroad called for the late hit, and now one of the Yellow Jackets pushing and a little pushing, showing a little extracurricular after this. Wide receiver for the Yellow Jackets, and I can understand the Yellow Jackets being a little upset. Wide receiver for the Yellow Jackets just couldn't stop his momentum, collided with the receiver, and now he is down. Just couldn't stop his momentum, collided with the receiver, and now he is down. So we. And now with 22.5 seconds to go, we're going to have a late hit by York, which is going to give them half the distance to go and a first down. And now with 22.5 seconds to go, York gets the personal foul, and good to see number 7 getting up and walking off. That is, number 7 is Colin Cooper, as he just got back on the field today, so he is back on and has to be helped off, but he's up walking on his own, and that's good. But he took a shot as he missed the reception, and Rexroad tagged him a little bit late on the play. So now it's going to be first and goal with 20 seconds to go, so this is probably the last play of the ball game, as I'm not sure if the Yellow Jackets are even going to get it off. I don't know why they started the clock after the penalty, but we're down to 10 seconds. Oh, a continuous clock. That's right. It's a mercy rule. I forgot that. It's up by 40. Cash trying to get on the scoreboard. Looks. He's going to throw it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets at the buzzer get the touchdown. And that was a great reception there by big number 84 again, and that is Hampton. Hampton on the reception, and that's the guy they've been throwing to all night. So Hampton gets reception. They get the touchdown, get a little redemption here. As I'm not sure, I don't know, I guess they're not even going to have the extra point. So that's your ball game. York wins it here tonight by a final of 40-6. We'll be back with the Progressive postgame show in just a few minutes.
My husband Mark and I are huge fans of the DQ $5 lunch. It's a home meal.
Plus a sundae.
For just $5. We each got chicken strips, fries, and a drink.
Plus a sundae.
Talk about a full tray.
Plus a sundae.
That's some sweet math.
Plus a
sundae.
Yeah, a sundae. I say that a lot.
Got it.
Actually, it's not just math, it's Fanonomics. Come in for the DQ $5 lunch and get your choice of one of 3 entrees, fries, and a drink, plus fan food, not fast food. For a limited time only at participating locations, excludes taxes.
Played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
I still dream about.
Hey, y'all, it's time to stop driving junk. Sharice here from Casey's Frontier Chevrolet. I'm sick of clunkers junking up our streets, so I'm on a mission to help you recover from your old ride. You could drive away for just $5 down. Has your credit been affected by bad judgment in the past? My For the People credit approval process is your road to recovery. You could drive home in a nicer, newer ride for just $5 down. I'm Sharice Sells, and I'm the dealer for the people. Visit us at CaseyChevy.com or see us at Casey's Frontier Chevrolet, the dealership in the cow pasture.
Credit and $5 down require bank credit approval.
It's time to get out and support our local teams. Hall Family Pharmacy has all the gear you need to cheer on your favorite team. Our Jamestown store has the purple and yellow for York, and our Clark Range store is stocked up with the blue and gold for Clark Range. Oh yeah, there's plenty of orange from Volunteer Traditions and Give Her 6 at both locations to cheer on the Vols. We are proud of our sports families at each school. It's fun and healthy to take pride in our state and our community, and we have all the equipment you need to look good and have a good time. Hall Family Pharmacy. Our family, your health.
And welcome to the Progressive Postgame Show as we get set to take a look at tonight's game. A big win for the York Dragons. They now improve to 2-1 on the season, and more importantly, they are 1-0 in region. This is a huge win for the Dragons as they pick up a big win here tonight over a very good team from Grundy County. Welcome to the Progressive Postgame Show. Hope you've enjoyed our live broadcast. Now, a little bit of technical difficulties from here as me and this computer are not having the best of time here tonight. As I've now just gotten my sledgehammer out, getting ready to take and fix it. But anyway, folks, we got a win here tonight for the Dragons as they pick up a huge win. We'll take a break from Progressive Savings Bank, and we'll be back for the post-game show.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You call the plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your number one fan. After all, you provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your financial goals with free business checking and flexible financing to help operate and grow your business with the right financial equipment to keep you in the game. This is Mark Justice wishing our York Dragons a successful football season. We are proud once again to sponsor Dragon First Downs. Progressive Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And I'm back. Joining me, Coach Derwin Wright. And, Coach, your team, the County Yellow Jackets, joining me, Coach Derwin Wright. And, Coach, your team, second half, I don't know what you told them at halftime, but it come out and it was a different ball game.
Okay. Definitely wasn't a night game. You said good night, good day. Thanks to them and their administration. We wanted to play at about 3 today, and we had a 2-hour bus drive, but they refused to cooperate with us, so I just told the kids, let's come down here and play some Dragon football, and I'm proud of our boys back, and us, the community, up doing a good job.
Coach, the first half, your guys moved the ball pretty well, but you stalled a couple of times within the red zone.
Yeah, we left 14 on the field. That it's like leaving runners on base. We left 14 that we should have got in. We misread on a quick pass and just didn't get the ball to the right guy. He was wide open in the back of the end zone, and just had some miscues, a couple of penalties, but I told them we got to clean that up second half, go back 0-0 and come out. And I reminded them 2 years ago down here they went in half down 14, and York Institute came back and beat them. So I said, hey, if that happened to us, let's go out and set the tone third quarter, and this awesome way to play the third quarter and put up a bunch of points and got the clock running and got to play some of our number 2 kids.
Coach, there at the end, they were able to pick up a final score on that very last play, but for the most part, your defense did an excellent job. Struggled a little bit, though, in that first half against the pass.
Well, we've gotten I'd say just a little gun shy about breaking on the football and making those reads. And playing in secondary is a tough job because you got a lot of space to cover. But balls in the air, 2.3 seconds, and that's enough time to cover 20, 25 yards. And we're just not planting and covering it. And we just got to continue to work on it. And Coach Johnson is working with the secondary, and Coach Rex rode hard to get them guys to break. And then we did see some bright spots. There's several balls that we had chances to intercept. Cole Cooper had one right in his hands. Lathan Drake did. So, we just got to make those plays. We're getting close, but we just got to finish it.
Coach, you got the week off. It's a good time to get.
This open week, we're going to holiday on Monday. We're going to get in 10 to 11:30, do some film study, a little weightlifting, conditioning. On Monday, we're going to get in 10 to 11:30, do some film study, a little weightlifting, conditioning, and go back, practice Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and go scout and watch some teams on Friday, and then start another game week, getting ready for a good, an improved Smith County team.
You mentioned Smith County. That's going to be a battle for an early #1 spot in this district, as both you coming in with 1-0 records in the region.
Absolutely, and they're playing some good football. We've got our work cut out. They had big gains in graduation. I mean, as far as they didn't lose hardly anything graduation-wise, and then they brought in some kids that come up out of the 8th grade. It's been, in the middle school, really good. Little black running back has got some real speed and hard-nosed runners. So, we got our work cut out for them.
Coach, this is a huge region contest. We mentioned it earlier. You really only need 2 wins in this district to get to the playoffs, and you're halfway there.
Well, yeah, and that's I've spoke on that before. When I was playing in first coaching, it was the top 2 teams that went. And sometimes, there was a 7-3 team that make the playoffs. We had that happen to us 2 years in a row. But it's 2 games and you're in the playoffs. That's just I don't know how to handle that. But I don't want to have 2 games to make playoffs. I want to try to win the region and then go from there. But you got to take them 1 game at a time. So we're going to start preparing for Smith County.
Coach, no real bad injuries though. So this is going to be a good week. No real bad injuries though so far this season.
Try to do some technique stuff, spend some time, and then you just pray. Do some technique stuff and spend some time, and then you just pray. And Lord's watching over our players, and so far we've just been really, really blessed, and we're hitting people hard, and I'm just proud of what the kids are doing and the work they're putting in, and the coaching staff and the job they're doing, and we just need to just keep improving a little bit every game. Felt like we took some steps back against Coalfield, lost a little confidence, came out here in the first half and wasn't playing with great confidence, but came out in the third quarter and just really, really looked like we need to.
First region game, and you got both of them. Absolutely. It's a game, it's your region game, and you got both of them.
Absolutely, and it's ridiculous to play today at 12 o'clock. We should have played the game last night. This field's not any drier. Of course, it ain't raining, but that's the move they made, and Coach our athletic director worked really hard to get them to negotiate with us and have a 2 or 3 o'clock game, and they just refused to do it. And so I guess to be honest with you, our team and our players, I said, you're gonna have to get up early, and it's their fault. You should have a chip on your shoulder, and they did, and I'm proud of them.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a huge win here tonight. Get some rest on this week off. We'll talk with you on the Coach's Corner a week from Monday since the holiday. We'll wait, and that way we'll get a chance to talk with you on that right before the you meet the House of Smith County.
We got to do it. We got every game starts at 0, Gary.
That's the truth, Coach. Hey, appreciate it, and you have a safe trip back.
Thank you.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You call the plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your #1 fan. After all, you provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your help operate and grow your business with the right financial equipment to keep you in the game. This is Mark Justice wishing our York Dragons a successful football season. We are proud once again to sponsor Dragon First Downs. Progressive Savings
Higher, building tomorrow.
Back here on the Progressive post-game show. Congratulations to the York Dragons. A big win tonight, 40-6 over the Yellow Jackets of Grundy County. Let's take a quick look at the scoring from this one. Ethan Probst had a 4-yard run in the first quarter. Also, Thomas Miller, an 84-yard run. That made it 14-0 after the kicks by Johan West. And then Rex Road, a 48-yard run in the third. Rex Road, an 11-yard run in the third. And Landrick Lefeview, a 2-yard run. And then Grundy County with a 3-yard pass at the end from Trey Hampton from Hagen Cash. And that was the scoring in the game. Let's take a quick look at some team stats really quickly. Ended up with no rushing yards. They had net 0 as they did not get any rushing yards. They did have rushing yards. They had 0 as they total offense York 397 to 155, and York just dominated. Total offense York 397 to 155, and York just dominated this game. Coming in, they scored first, and then took the second score, and then they just absolutely. Your final here today, I keep wanting to say tonight, but today is 40-6. We're going to take a final break, and then we'll be back to wrap up tonight's action, or today's action. I can't get used to this today stuff. We'll get used to that hopefully before this broadcast is over, and we'll be back right after this.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your number one fan. After all, we provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your financial goals with free business checking and flexible financing to help operate and grow your business with the right financial equipment to keep you in the game. This is Mark Justice wishing our York Dragons a successful football season. We are proud once again to sponsor Dragon First Downs. Progressive Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And back here on the Progressive Post-Game Show. Hope you've enjoyed our Saturday broadcast. It's been a wild one, folks, as we've had a little bit of technical difficulties throughout the night, and we have now got everything. We've hopefully got everything back to normal, but York a huge win here tonight. Your final 40-6. They improve York a huge win here tonight. Your final 40-6. They improve to 2-1, while the Yellow Jackets fall to 1-2. More importantly, though, York is now they are 1-0 in the region, which is huge as they head down the stretch. They are Sequatchie and Smith County all at 1-0. York and Smith County will meet in Sequatchie and Smith County all at 1-0. York and Smith County will meet in 2 weeks from last night. So on the 15th will be our next broadcast of York football. Now, be sure to join us next week as we will have a very special Pickett County game. We got a big game with Pickett County and Albany, Kentucky. That one's always a good match. Two teams always have a great rivalry as they are very close in proximity. Therefore, it's a good rivalry every time the two teams meet. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us from here today. We hope you enjoyed our live broadcast here on WDEB. Be sure to thank all our sponsors for live broadcast, and we'll see you on Friday night when the Pickett County Bobcats head. I want to thank Kevin, Ron, and Jordan Walker on camera today. Ron and Jordan Walker on camera. Nighttime football next week, hopefully. So I won't look like such an idiot. This is daytime football. We'll have nighttime football next week, hopefully. So I won't look like such an idiot. Till then, see ya.